Signs for Moses. Moses answered, "What if they do not believe me or listen to me and say, 'The Lord did not appear to you?'" Then the Lord said to him, "What is that in your hands?" "A staff," he replied. The Lord said, "Throw it on the ground." Moses threw it on the ground, and it became a snake, and he ran from it. I would too. Let me just tell you. I'll give you an example. I had a trip to Thailand one time, and I got to go to different countries, and it was unfortunately it was in August. I mean, it was fortunate. I don't know how to say this, but it was during monsoon season, which is actually a fantastic thing. So people say, "Oh, it's unfortunate that you went there during the monsoon season." No, 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 no. It is hot in Thailand. So during a lot of parts of the year, because they are within the Tropic of Cancer, they are. So it's hot. It's hot and humid. But the rain would allow me to sleep at night. Especially, it would cool off just enough. The rain, the moisture, it was beneficial. However, there were snakes. And so, because of the rain, because of the monsoon season, snakes would go up in trees. Well, one of the things that we did was we went to like a rafting. We were supposed to go rafting down a river. Now, I was saying supposed to because that was part of the trip. It was part of the adventures that we were supposed to be doing. And we did. And I didn't want to do it. It was raining. It had been raining for days, and nonstop for days when it's monsoon season. And this was in the Khao region. So I noticed that the little river that we were supposed to go rafting down was not a little river at the time. It was a raging, very wide river. And I was probably one of the older ones. I wasn't the oldest on the trip, but the age spanned about 12 years. We're all adults though. And so, however, when I saw it, they all wanted to go. I did not want to go. That I was like, no, I can't swim. I don't care if you put that life jacket on me. The river was not clear because it had rained and kept raining, and there were, and at the time, I knew there were snakes. I knew it. I was like, I'm in the middle of a jungle, and I know there's snakes. I've heard about them. Hadn't seen one yet because I was not looking. So, unfortunately, here's the unfortunate part. They convinced me to go. And so I went. I went ahead and went on the raft. And they said they assured me that if I fell in, they had a couple of people already on the boat, on each of the rafts. These were like canoes. They were large canoes. And so there was only two of us and then two to four people of like tour guides that were certified and everything, that were on the boats guiding them down this raging river, because usually there's only one, but because of the situation, there was two to three. And I don't know why. I to this day I don't know why, but I went ahead and I had my rain jacket on, and unfortunately I was even in the front of the boat. I was in the front of the boat, and I'm a heavy person. I was a heavy person then, and I was like, why? So it was like whitewater rafting, completely crazy whitewater rafting. Water going on my face. I'm just getting drenched. I'm not happy. I'm looking down the river while we're going, because I'm one of those people that have to see where I'm going. So I have like at least a slit that, I'm not a slit. It was a full inch and a half of my face was uncovered around my eyes area. And so about 2 inches, I guess. So we go down the river. The first place that we were supposed to be dropped off at, we were going too fast, so they couldn't stop us. So they had radioed ahead to send a not necessarily a rescue group, but Basically, that's what they were. They went to an overpass, and under the overpass, they threw ropes that stretched across the river. And so when we were to get to the under overpass or underneath it, the people would grab the ropes to stop the boats. And there were several ropes, so it was a lot. And so it's almost like tethers, you know. And so it worked, and they pulled us over. You know, the guides would grab the hold of the ropes and stop the boats, and they would immediately throw out more ropes and pull the boats to one by one to the shore, to the side of the river. And I got out and got up to the road. Walked up to the road. It was it was still raining. And one of the people in the group was like, "Wow, James, you did it! Wow, I'm so shocked. You didn't have any reactions while you were going down the river." And they were behind me. They were in a raft behind us, and me and another person. And I said, "What do you mean? What are you talking about? Like, I just, it was raining, you know, I there was lots of water everywhere, and I'm just like, they were like, oh, well, you didn't see all the snakes?" Then they showed a video of me, what was behind, like my back basically. And there's tons of jungle vines and there's tons of trees overhanging the river. And sure enough, there were snakes hanging over, like they were on the limbs of the tree, wrapped around the trees, but they were hanging over because I guess when they're hungry and they don't want to come out of the trees, they try to hang on to something and then just kind of let half of their body hang off to see if they can catch something or look. I was freaking all the way out. I had not even seen it. I had not seen. I was upset and I was protesting, but I was just like, it's over with. So that's my little story with that. So again, if I had saw the snake, I would have ran away too. In this case, he ran. He did ran. He ran from it. Then the Lord said to him, "Reach out your hand and take it by the tail." Here we go. That's another thing. Told him to take the snake to touch it. So Moses reached out and he took hold of the snake, and it turned back into a staff in his hand. "This," said the Lord, "is so that they may believe that the Lord, the God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, has appeared to you." That's amazing. That is amazing. What does that say to you?